Good morning. I don't know if I'm going to let Gina introduce me anymore because I'm back there crying and I'm like, get it together, get it together. Thank you, Gina. I love you. Hey, my name is Tia Land. I am your Chief Marketing Officer here at the Alliance headquarters. Happy Sunday, we made it. Oh, I don't like where this is. All right. So, we're going to talk about marketing. It's a good topic. But let's simplify it because marketing is not complicated. Let's make marketing simple. So a lot of times we think that marketing is Facebook ads, it's our logo, it's our branding, it's social media, it's mailers, it's leads, it's all of that. And it is that, but let's not complicate it. Let's simplify it, right? So it's how you make people feel. It's the image of you. It's the impression that you make with people. So today, let's talk about, can you scroll down? Sorry, thank you. So in the first 7 seconds of meeting somebody, you have already given them an impression about you. So you haven't even spoken a word yet, and they've already formed an opinion about you, and that's based on your appearance. So you didn't even do anything right or wrong yet, and they've already judged you. So when I was in college, I went to a workshop. They had a whole workshop based on how to properly dress for an interview. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I know how to dress for an interview, but I'll go. There were 500 people in this workshop. So how you dress and how you appear and how you show up to things must matter if, one, they're hosting a whole workshop about it, but two, if that many people show up for it. And that has stuck with me all these years, is that must have been really important, and that stood out to me, and it's proven to be true all of these many years later. Every situation that I've ever been in business, it has proven to be true that your appearance matters first. So, let's picture this. Let's do a little fun game. I want you to close your eyes, and you just walked into the Coca-Cola 600 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Shout out to me, what are they wearing? There you go, Budweiser. That's somebody said it. That's right. They got Budweiser up in there, right? So if you walked into the Charlotte Motor Speedway and you saw this, that would be weird. All right. So now think back to the day that you got that phone call from somebody and they said, hey, I am with this company called The Alliance and I'm doing pretty well. I'm making pretty good money. I would like for you to meet some of my business partners. Can you meet me at a meeting this Thursday? Now shout out. Well, Thursday rolls around, right? Actually, back up. You're already forming an opinion in your head of what this meeting is going to be like. You're picturing if Terry's on the phone with you, you're trying to picture what Terry looks like. You're trying to picture what this meeting is going to look like. Who are these people? Am I going to trust them? Are they going to accept me into this business that they have? So now fast forward Thursday, you show up to this meeting. You're nervous. You don't know these people. You walk into a hotel. You got to figure out where to go. You go down the hallway. And let's just pray that the hotel is a good place and that you haven't turned them off before they even make it to you. Now they walk into that room, and this is what they see. I'm going to have a good time at this meeting, but this is not the meeting I thought I was going to. Let's not stare at that for too long, because that is weird. Now, if you walked in and they were wearing this, then I would say, okay. I'm trusting what they're saying just a little bit more because everything's kind of lining up. They said they're successful. They look successful. They look friendly. Hell, there's people there. It's not an empty room. There's people there, right? So That worked out. Now, there's different situations, so that's how you should dress for a hotspot meeting. Have you ever read the Millionaire Maker Manual? All right. Cheat sheet for new people. All of this is in there. It'll tell you what you're supposed to wear, where. So when you walk into a hotspot meeting, you are going to be dressed in slacks, a suit. You're going to look professional. Maybe it's a button-up. If you don't have one yet, borrow a polo from somebody. Hey, Dad, can I borrow your polo? I got to go to a business meeting tonight. Right? It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have money yet. Your friends will help you be successful if you ask them. Do not show up looking like a goober. Brush your hair, and please, please, please brush your teeth. Mints are really cheap. Keep them in your pocket when you go to these meetings, because what you don't want to do is you're going to meet this business person who says that they're really successful. You don't want to give the wrong impression either when you walk into the door. You want them to know that you're going to kill this thing, and you walk up to Andy Albright and you start talking to him, and he is over there holding his breath. He has formed an opinion about you. So I'm teaching you all the ways to mark out all of those things that are going to put you on the list of not good marketing for yourself. All right, so now let's talk about how you should dress on a day-to-day. So some of you have an office to go to. Maybe it's your own personal office at home. Maybe it's your brand new office that you just built for your whole team. Maybe it's a big corporate office like this. There is a standard that we have here at the corporate office. So day to day, we dress like normal people, but we have a standard. We're not walking in here wearing our SpongeBob pajama sweatpants, even though that sounds a lot better than some things, right? We have a standard, and that's how we dress at the corporate office. Now, there are certain days that we call professional dress days. It might be a Wednesday because we've got a bunch of people coming in for the TWC and we want to make sure we look good. It might be a carrier's coming in to pitch us on a new product that they have. It might be somebody from NC State coming in to see how cool we are and see if they want to use our facility for something else. But whatever it is, the communication has to happen. So that's a part of marketing, is communication. So who on your team is responsible for communicating the standard? So Missy Stipetich is that for us. So she knows Andy's calendar. She knows the important things that are happening in the office. And she sends out a corporate blast that says, you better dress professionally today. We got people coming in. So every morning that I wake up, I immediately go to my email. I type in Missy, and I say, actually, this every Monday. And I look, and I'm like, great. Just Wednesday, that's the only day that I really have to elevate. Every day we have a standard. What days are elevated? So Jake and Bray, for you in your new office, who is responsible for setting that standard and communicating that standard? You're welcome. So years ago, I had a staff person. I love them, but they walked in, professional dress day, wearing jeans, flip-flops, and a Jimmy Buffett t-shirt. Some of you know who I'm talking about, just based on that information right there. And I said, I like your outfit, but today's a professional dress day. Can you please go home and change? And he said, well, Andy's got on jeans. I said, Andy's jeans cost $1,000. So when yours do and you make as much money as he does, then you don't have to worry about the perception of how you look. Can you please go home and change? So the other standard is who implements holding them to that standard, right? So the communication happens on what the standard is, and then are you being an intentional leader to not just let it slide? We have to have conversations that are uncomfortable sometimes, and there was a very nice way for me to do it, but I made him go home and change, and he came back a little grumpy, but at the end of the day, how the guests coming into the office perceived us that day was probably a little bit more elevated, right? So these guys look good. Oh, come on, y'all. These guys look good. Thank you. This is the AMG new headquarters. Was this your first day of having people in your office? Yeah. So, right? Casual, but still, they look like business dudes. They're going to make some dials today, right? All right. Now, what if you work from home? Tia, I work from home, so I don't have to listen to you. And this is not marketing, you're right. No one's getting an impression of you if you're sitting on your couch and making dials and doing virtual appointments. But this is just my personal advice. I bet you would sell more if you looked better because you'd feel better. It's actually a proven fact statistically. If you get up, get in the shower, look good, smell good, feel good, you're going to do good. And it's going to pay good. Man, they look good. All right, so Tia, what do I wear when I come to an event like this? Great question. So on our website, we have a section on theallianceevents.com. We have a section called attire. And it's just our way of saying, on this day, we have a theme, so you know to dress up. On this day, it's going to be formal wear. That way you know to dress up formally. But in general, it says business casual. We have thought about this term on the website because I personally don't like that because some of you only listen to one of those words. Good job. So I call it business professional. You can choose to wear a jacket, or maybe it's just a polo, or maybe it's just a button-up, but it's whatever level of business professional. What does that mean? It's such a broad term. At a meeting like this, you want to wear a jacket? Wear a jacket. You want to wear a polo? Wear a polo. You want to wear a Jimmy Buffett t-shirt? He doesn't have concerts anymore, so maybe just wear it at home. Don't wear it here. Okay? This guy, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Man. Okay, if you've not seen this video, this is how to door knock on NAAuniversity.com. This gentleman, Terry Edwards, he is my local life insurance guy, and he rolled up to my house, not in a Bugatti, because that is not good marketing as a life insurance agent. They might buy insurance from you, but they are going to cancel, because why? They don't trust you. You gonna take my money and buy you another Bugatti? That's the perception that you're creating. So level yourself with the people that you are meeting with. Try to be on the same playing field as they are. So when Terry, he brushed his hair that day, he brushed his teeth that day. He put on a nice polo. He knocked on my door, and then he stood back, and he smiled, and he waited till I opened up the door. And then when he came inside, he didn't stink. He was so polite and kind. His body language was welcoming. He was great at marketing himself as my local life insurance guy. Good job, Terry. He sold me 2 IULs that day, by the way. So outside of how you dress, how are you marketing your business? So I'm constantly looking at stuff, and anywhere that I go, I'm seeing how they market stuff. Whether you're in an airport, what is the communication of how you proceed through the airport? What does that look like? Because I turn around and I use that for events. When you go to a concert, what does the flow of tickets look like? Because I turn around and I use that for events. What does the branding look like? What does the communications on everything look like? What does this business look like? Do people understand what they're in business for? And I'm always giggling at myself that people think that they're so simple and so good at marketing, but they miss the most simple things. Have you ever been to a business park, and there's many different businesses within one office building? And on the door it says, I don't know, name a business that doesn't say what it is. NAA. That's actually a good point. So if it only said, there's a sticker on the door and all it said was NAA. Well, what do they do? If I'm going to the dentist today and my dentist office is in this door, but there's a door right here that says Beauty Aesthetics by Felicia. By Felicia. But I'm seeing it's aesthetics, it's within the business name, and then maybe she has a business card or a flyer right beside of it, or maybe on the window it says, we specialize in health, wealth, and whatever it is it's going to say. I know that for this purpose, aesthetics, right? I know that I should go to her and get some Botox, right? Aesthetics, I'm going to go to her and get a facial because it's posted. I didn't go there looking for her. I went to the dentist, but I found her. Okay, you got that part, good. So, when people are coming to your hotspot, not only is it about how you look, then how do you make them feel? So I've traveled a lot with Andy and other staff around the U.S. going to hotspots and different meetings, and most of the time we do a pretty good job, and everybody is always really welcoming, but one or two times you walk in and you don't get that vibe, so you walk in the door and no one greets you. No one tells you where to sit. Can you imagine a new person walking in and you didn't say, hey, I've got a front row seat right up here for you. Who invited you out today? Maybe it's not your recruit, but do they feel welcome when they walk into your room? When they walk into your office? When somebody walks in the corporate office up here, I have no idea who some people are when they walk in the door. I always walk up and I say, hey, who are you here to see today? Oh, I'm here to see Clay. And I don't just say, hey, he's up there. His office is up there. Nope, I guide him up the stairs and I introduce him to Clay. So are you giving that warm and fuzzy feeling and being very welcoming with people? Then, what other marketing are you doing? What resources are you giving them at the meetings? Are you giving them an 8 steps to success? Are you just handing it to them and saying, hey, here's a book you should read? Or are you being intentional and saying, hey, a buddy of mine, he wrote this book and it's helped me make a lot of money in this business. If you take the time to go through it, I think that these are the most basic steps to follow. I think you should start here, et cetera, right? So be intentional about it. But what are you giving them? I've walked into some hotspot meetings and we don't have any material out at all. So how do they know what they're supposed to do when they leave that meeting? How do they know what to do the next 5 days? All of that isn't really important. So are you stocking your meetings with the resources that we have for you already? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then, are you following up with them after that? Is your communication very clear on what their next steps are? Are you booking a meeting from a meeting so that you get them going as quickly as possible? I hope that I was a little bit informative and very simple on my marketing today. Okay, we will see. Thank you guys so much.